Welcome back, City Builders. It's Dar. In our last episode, we took a massive project. First, we designed a custom metro network to better connect our growing city. Then, we built a densely vibrant neighborhood around it, perfect for transit-oriented development. And to tie it all in together, we created a unique train station inspired by Queens' iconic 61st Street Woodside Station, bring a bit of New York flair into our city. Now it's time to expand those ideas. Today, we'll explore how to create truly interesting grids, drawing inspiration from the history and layout of Queens itself, and also share why building roads early before finalizing your zones is key to creating better planned and more dynamic cities. Queens is a treasure trove of grid design and inspiration. Its streets are a fascinating mix of diagonal avenues intersecting grids and irregular roads. This didn't happen by accident. It's a product of historical layers from old village paths to mid 20th century planning decisions. And as builders in City Skylines 2, we can learn a lot from this approach. In City Skylines 2, one of the biggest lessons I've learned the importance of building your road layouts first. Before zoning, why you ask? It gives you flexibility to experiment with different grid designs, ensuring you can balance density, traffic flow, and public spaces before you committing to specific uses. I'll also show you how to incorporate diagonal streets and create meaningful intersections and leave room for future transit infrastructure, all while making the grid look more organic and connected. So let's dive in. Leaving off last episode, I ended up building this grid over here, inspired like Queens, and we built this lovely elevated metro station, and it came out really well with the neighborhood that's around it. And I'm going to be working up in this area because I want to eventually have an expressway that goes over here. So I have to build the grid first and then destroy the neighborhood next. So it all makes sense. But we will start in this area and we will continue to do the grid up here. It's probably going to be like same kind of as down here, but just a little bit more slanted. So it won't differ as much as people or as you might think. But in this area right down here, it will get very, very messy. We're gonna make our main road because this main road will set the precedent for in the area. So what I want to do right now is I'm gonna draw this road up here a little bit more, right? And I will bring this road. This road will clash with this grid over here. Actually, I probably gotta bring it up a little bit more. Yeah, probably a little bit more. And then we see what I can do. So this road can branch off from about here. And the thing is, this grid is gonna clash with this grid over here. But it's not a bad thing, but it could. People don't know like grids clash. They just throw them. I guess they just throw them all together. I don't know how to explain it. But when grids clash, it can look ugly and it can look also pretty. With me, I like to make a main road all like have to have on the other side the grid that the main road is following, and the other one the other side of the road where the road or the grid is clashing. So for example, if I did this right here, if I put this road, this clashes right here. So on this side I would just go with this grid, and on this side I would let the roads run into it, creating or using this as or I guess it would create it as a main road. Creates it as a main road, it makes that's the default main road of the area because all roads leads to there. I guess that's road hierarchy 101, I guess. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's how I think roads are usually determined as one of the busier roads when you pick a road or when you pick a road to drive on. That road leads to all other roads. And this is the main arterial road right here because all road leads to that main arterial. I also forgot to slant this. Let me slant it because I forgot. I kind of on the outside. Let's see. We can do this because I forgot to slant it. Do that. Just send it up this way like that. It's also kind of grid over there. So do I really want to do that? I guess we could slant it this way. That makes more sense. Slant it that way. That's too much of a slant though. But this main road is gonna be like the main north-south road of the area. So it works. I think that's pretty good. I still think that's pretty sharp for a slant of the road. I don't think I want it that much. I want it to be slightly slanted. 177 degrees. I think that's fine. And the main road of the area, I guess it should be this one because I wanted to run into this subway station to make that a main road, but it's not gonna get there. It's not gonna get there all the way there. Yeah, it's not gonna get all the way there, but that's fine. I'm not too concerned about it not making it to the subway station road, making this road under here a main road. Theoretically, hold up, I have another idea. I could branch this road off of here and have it slant into there, disregarding this road as being a main north-south road and just letting it do whatever it wants to do. I could do that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm reconsidering that issue, or that I'm reconsidering that. This road is just gonna run into here for its life. It's gonna run in there. Perfect. So now we finish this grid down here. I'm gonna finish this grid, and then I'll come back and see what to do with this grid up here. So this grid is gonna follow this grid up here and up here too. Be right back. So see what I did right here? This road right here, I was gonna bring it down, but I decided not to bring this road. Wait, is it this road? Yeah, I decided not to bring this road down because it's a conflict with this road right here, and plus it would create an ugly block. So in that case, I literally just didn't put the road down, and this would be an extra big block for development. And also I did the same thing over here. It would have ended up like there with the road right there and create a ugly interchange. So I just decided not to incorporate those into the grid and just left it alone. So that's what I do. I usually just, if the intersection just looks ugly, or if too many roads connect, or they connect at odd angles, I would just literally not put that road down, and I would delete it, and it would just be an extra big block. So that's a strategy that I use. Alright, so I'm starting to do this upper grid, and I just completed this grid down here. And also, I forgot to mention that I'm gonna also have a subway there, or elevated line that runs probably up this avenue right here. Yep, this avenue right here. I think I like that. It'll probably run up this avenue. Yeah, it's gonna be so fire. Oh man, I love elevated metros in this game. Well, custom ones. The default ones are pretty okay, but custom metro stations, I'm gonna keep up with that theme and make it custom. And yeah, run it up this avenue right here. It's gonna be so fire. I have another idea. This road may be the only road that continues with that grid, but I'm gonna extend this grid up this way because I want to kind of neighborhood, because I don't want it to be too much like this grid. So it'll go up to this road right here. This grid right here will go up to that road, because I don't want it to look too much gritty, you know what I mean, like grid, you know what I mean. Hopefully y'all understand what I'm saying, but I don't want it to look too, I don't know how to explain it, just too much of it. I don't want it to be too much of it. You just don't want it to be too much of it. So now I ain't complete the grid, but I definitely completed this area. I'm gonna try, and that's pretty okay. So with this grid finish this up here, and then we'll see where we're at then. Alright, so the plan for this area, right, is to make a power station. To make a power station, I need a big area, and this area is the perfect place to make a power station, because one, it's near a river, and two, this land is valuable. But in New York, they have this power plant right next to the water. And what's this bay called? Well, is it a bay, or it's the East River? It's also mixed with, it just says the East River. And there's gonna be a power plant over here. So first, I take do I want it to be geothermal? I don't know. I know I at least want this shit to take up a lot of space. Not solar, definitely not nuclear. It's probably gonna have to be a geothermal plant. Probably it's gonna have to be a geothermal plant. So I'm going with a gas power plant. One, because it kind of fits the aesthetic I want to go for, and two, I can like it on like these right here, and these look so good. So kind of gas power plant mixed with probably the geothermal plant, because they work well together and they take up a lot of space. Yeah, that too. To add a little detail, I want to put this median road and put like a roof there, so it can look like this is like an area or something like that. So let me see if I can find a road that has that. Maybe I might have to make one with Road Builder. We'll see. To add a little detail, we just put this little parking lot right here, and I said parking lot booth, and we put this road down here. So I'm gonna make it look a little bit better with like a parking lot here, and the power plant's done. This neighborhood will get some houses. I tried, and also one more thing, I might have to turn one of these roads into a highway because I need to have a highway that goes into this northern borough. Don't know what it's called, but it's a northern borough. And this main road here, I have that, but I also have this road right here. And I might have to split that in half because I'm gonna have the highway running all the way down from down here into the north, and it's gonna have to be moved, or it has to be somewhere. I'm not trying to tear up any roads, but it's gonna have to happen. All right, so came to the conclusion that I need to make this island shorter, my Roosevelt Island shorter, because I wanted to have an island for the highway to go across and then go up here. Also, I bring this a little bit back so it could fit in there way easier. And I will in the future have some houses over here so I can improve the shoreline and all that stuff. In fact, this shoreline is a little bit too high. I have to fix that. I have to figure out a way to fix that because that's entirely too high. But the plan is to replace this. I think the power station lower in Astoria, so I think I'll try to keep this one because it's like a station like next island and next to these apartments, like 21st Creek apartments. And I'll see if I can keep that. I don't think it's gonna sit right here though. Probably sit right here, and then yeah, figure it out. But next, we figure out this land. And try to set some provisions for the highway because I'm thinking it's gonna go on this road right here. That's my thinking right here. It's gonna go right on this road. I have to make it a major road, but it's gonna go on this road. So this is a technique I use when I'm like land that is like coastline. Literally just slope it down towards the coastline and then smooth it out. That's it. So it looks more natural. So this is what I do. That's it. That's all I do. Makes it look more natural. Makes it look a little bit better. Doesn't make it look perfect, but as we build on it, it should. So I took away that land up there. I still gotta fix this though. Yeah, I still gotta fix that. A little bit too square for me. I have to do a little bit better on that. So since this is too gritty, I don't know. That's a term that I like to use when something has too many grids and it's uninterrupted. I have an idea. I'm gonna drag a diagonal road from over here because this is like a boulevard. It's referencing that, and I'm gonna bring it up through here, and it'll break the grid up a whole lot. So it may look a little bit odd, but I feel like it'll work. We'll see. All right, so I just made a main road. I was gonna put the subway or the elevated line on this road right here, but I feel like it's a little bit too further east, just one street, and I kind of water. But all I gotta do is just upgrade it, so that's it. And then I'm gonna put this road right here. Through that road, almost through that road. It should go like this. Again, I'm referencing New York City here. I'm referencing New York City. Should look really good, and plus, like, this highway is about to destroy the neighborhood. Top of that, it's about to destroy the neighborhood. So like so. All right, I have an idea. With this road right here is gonna be the frontage road right here. This is gonna be the frontage road, and I have to make space. For the highway. So to make space for the highway, I have to, put on the basically. You will see the process as we go on, but it should make sense. I have another idea. So this road right here is gonna be the differing road. I don't know how to say that word still, but so this is gonna I'm gonna end this style of grid on this road right here, so it won't look as bad as it'll make it better because this road breaks up the grid, and on one side is that grid, and the other is this grid, so it'll look better once we fill it in. All right, so now I put the frontage road in, so now we just clear this out. We see which roads to determine which are the roads and what we'll keep and what we won't keep. Usually the roads that are crossing over, like this road, not gonna happen. This road may happen. I might leave that, or I might leave the one after it. So I'll delete that one. And we probably have these. Get rid of all of these because it's gonna be like a big interchange right here. This highway is going to go this way, and it's gonna turn and probably follow this right here, and then go into a trench, I would say, and under the subway, and then come out, and then do its thing. Look, it's gonna look so cool though. I'm not making this a highway episode, but I kind of transitioned it into, here we are. Just started laying the highway down. Yo, this is gonna look so cool. So I'm gonna use 3 lane standard roads, and so I can have like a little bit on the side, so it can like expand these right here. Because in real life, these are like 5-6 lanes amount of lanes, and I wanna try to do this interchange like that, but I can kind of move it in this game. You can shift roads over, so I probably won't have to worry about space because I could just move it over towards like another say. It needs to be sunken all the way through here, so I gotta take out this land, keep taking out land until we get right here, because this is where the interchange is gonna happen, so I can ride over there. So take all this land out. All of this is sunken anyways, so I gotta take out all of this land. It'll probably be sunken all the way to right here, so I'm gonna take out the land all the way to here. And then next we'll have an interchange right here with because it's gonna be expressway too. All of this is gonna be expressway. Alright, so now I'm just testing out the metro because I want to set up a terminal station, and I want to see how possible it is, because I like to do my terminals a certain way. Let me use it to fix this myself. So in the reality in New York, there is a terminal style that they like to use. Oh my god, I didn't mean to open that. It's gonna crash. Let me get out of there. There's a terminal style that they like to use, and it's like the IRT style. So basically, they have a track like this, and then they have another track back here that goes into the. It's really, really technical. I think I need to make 2 dips in this for it to actually work. Two, so you can understand what I mean. So move this pillar so it can not go anywhere. And I delete this road or delete that track, and then I use a lane connector, and I use. This is why you don't use tri-track. Alright, so I completed it, and I actually gotta make this a station. I don't know if I'm gonna have trains running over it right now in this episode, but I just wanted to see if it was possible to make this type of interchange. So basically, trains come in, switch tracks on this middle one right here, and then cross over to the terminal, and they sit. And vice versa, if they come in here, they cross over through here, and then cross over to here, because it's a tri-track. So I don't know if I think it's better for terminals to have that. I think it's better, even though this train or this in real life this train supports 20 trains per hour, or this terminal supports 20 trains per hour, which is not really that good. I just wanted that actually and do it in real life, or do what I see in real life in the city. So I think it looks pretty cool. So I'm not angry about it at all. Delete this. Actually, and then use move it, because apparently this doesn't work right now. Then we do these stops again, and there's no yard up here, so, and there won't be in real life. There's no yard either. All right, so I just did this track over the bridge, and that's not even at all myself, because apparently it doesn't recognize that I don't want another node over there. This game really doesn't recognize that. So ignore that to that point right there where you can still see the street lights at least. There we go. Now I extend it to maybe right there. It should be fine. It should be entirely fine right there. So we have a little bit of a gap in between the stations, and now we do the station right here. Actually, I'm gonna do it right here. It's not really that important. Okay, I'm end up pulling this line out. I might end up doing that. I can't stop. I actually love making elevated metros. How could I not? It's literally one thing I like to do. So why would I ignore that and not do it? So I'm actually going to put the metro line and connect it up. If y'all don't know, in real life, the NNW trains, they use this side of the platform. They use this right side, upper and lower level, and they go into the 60th Street tubes, and they go on into Manhattan. And I'm going to follow that same logic and connect it up to here, and that looks so good. Oh, I didn't even mention that I also put the bridge in for the highway, and look at that. The layers in the area, the layers is going to be so fire. The layers is going to be crazy. And this is going to be the terminal stop for it. And then I eventually might end up making like an airport thing over here. I don't know. I might. It will look so ugly, but I might do a style airport or something. I don't know. We'll see. But this is coming out pretty well. Look at that grid though. It looks so good when you disrupt it. It looks so good when you disrupt it. And the trains, I'm gonna eventually come back to that, because I also want to do like tunnel, and also another yard over here, and a highway also. I'm gonna do 2 highways in the city. The one that comes in literally from out here, and the one that comes in from the south. And all right, so in real life, the 278, I-278 goes through Brooklyn, Queens, and I think it ends in the Bronx at the interchange with 7. So I will literally try to get the same routing, but I won't try to. Some interchanges I will try to do and be inspired by, but I will try to like get really custom and all that. I know this is looking like New York City, but I still want to eventually like do some custom stuff. Like it's pretty well though. Well, things that or ideas that I have so far with the city, they haven't been compromised at all by the game or anything like that. Obviously, we don't have assets, but I'm enjoying the game so far, even without assets. Like I'm to get that larger mod, I will start my New York City build, so be on the lookout for that. And also, if you're enjoying the video, like to subscribe. You know, let me know what you think. And so, larger maps mod come out, I will start my New York City build, and that is my most prized possession. I've been trying to do New York City for so long, but I can't do it because I don't have a large enough map. Once I get that map, it's gonna be crazy. I already have a map for it. I just literally need the larger maps mod to expand out and be able to like use the entire map. Once that happens, be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout. All right, so we're about to do the northbound track, and what we will need is literally grab that track right there, and we curve it. Ooh, that's really high up there. How high is that? It's about 90 feet. No, I gotta be like 75 or something. And we curve it along the road right here. Curve it along this road, and we also send it down lower. There's a lot of pillars in the area, man. This is pretty crazy. So you do that, send it down a little bit lower. It's gonna eventually meet up with that. Get the one from below, which is the southbound track. We literally just curve it into the station, or into this station track that is right there. That's it. That's all. And then we also will put the northbound track directly into the station. Actually, do I want to do that, or do I want to have a? Yeah, I'm not gonna put it directly into the station. I'm actually gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do a tri-track into or outside the station, and then it will connect up with it. What about 30 feet should be fine. We just grab the subway track, and then we crash. Be right back from the crash. I lost a little bit of progress, but not too much. As I was saying before, I was really interrupted by my crash. I was doing the north and southbound tracks coming out of the station, and let me do this real quick, and I'll get back with you. Alright, so I connected the northbound and southbound track up to the north, and this line is actually connected. I can extend it right now. Let's do that. Why am I performing so bad right now? But it's not. It's off this slumpy. So I'll just bring this up here. Have it in there, and then you will use that to cross over. Oh, so I can't use that track. Yes, I can. I should be able to use it. Let's see. Yeah, it's not working. I have to fix it with a road builder, and I have to make all of these stations. Actually, so make this one a station. And this is how I make my stations. It's not really going to be a express station, because in real life they don't even use express tracks for some reason. I guess it's just because they wouldn't really need it, but I guess that's the case. So they don't really use that, so I'm not gonna use it in the city. We connect this station up down here. All I gotta do is delete. Charlotte, I just realized you no longer exist. All right, everybody, that's done. So I think next thing I really want to do is try to see where the highway is gonna go. I know it's gonna go over here, and I know it's gonna go up here, but I feel like I need that. I don't need the connection, but I really want to figure out everything before I get into destroying the neighborhood and stuff like that. I already destroyed it, but destroying it even more. I like to have a plan. All right, so now I'm just starting to place buildings down and try to fill in the space. I'm gonna try to color coordinate these buildings so they can look the same, or yeah, obviously they look the same, but it look better when they're color coordinated. And I will try to fill in a little bit more land in the area just so we can have some good cinematics at the end of the video, and I get some trains running up here. That's another thing that I would like to do in this episode. I'll keep trying to fill in, check in with you guys. All right, so I've been reworking this bridge and the lane mathematics in this area, and I'm trying to just make it look a little bit better, because I'm gonna actually detail it up so it can look a little bit better in this area. But I'm going with the 8-lane road because it's like it's a stack bridge, right? Where it's 4 lanes on the bottom and it's 4 lanes on the top, so it's 8 lanes in total. And I don't have a way to do this. I can do the stack bridge if I want to, but for now, I'm gonna just use the 8-lane road, and I will come back to the stack bridge at a later date. I'll probably make a video out of it because it's gonna be like something major, and I like doing stack bridges in this game. It's possible. It's just like I have to do it a certain way, and I know me, I want to do it a certain way. I don't want to just bullshit it. So I'm gonna do that at a later date, and I'm just gonna stick with this 8-lane road for now. I'm gonna also start doing this road that'll come from above. It's gonna cut across here. It's gonna be really tight for me to get it in here, but it's gonna be possible due to move it being a thing. I could just elevate it over. It'll look really, really cool. All right, so I have this road that's connected over here, and now I'm gonna start doing this is a divided 2-lane highway. I wouldn't even say it's a highway, but it's divided, so I want to do that. So I did all the connections that I need. I think this looks pretty good in this area. Everything's got to be elevated though, because we have things on the bottom. It's probably gonna be some industrial over here. This looks pretty good though. I'll try to clear out a lot of the pillars that were in the way too. So I'm going to detail it up a little bit, and then I will fill in a little bit more over here, and I'll detail, and then we can get some cinematics at the end, and then we completed this episode of New Borough. All right, guys, I detailed this up, and I changed some things around in the area also. I also cleaned up these pillars so it can look very, very clean over here when you're coming down on the road, and I feel like we got a lot done on this episode. I placed some houses down here. I think I did that. I also put some houses down here because you can see where we're going with this. I also put a power station so we can continue on developing in the future. And I got the elevated metro down. That looks cool. And we got the grid. So, in my opinion, when I'm doing my grids, I think having the same grid does get boring after a while. But having ways to split it up and do different things with your grid and make it look interesting is also the key to make your city look good. Because the way your city grows is depending on how your grid is. If you have a grid like this, that means your city is going to grow pretty large. If you have a grid that's more like, not even a grid, but roads that are more wavy, squiggly, then development doesn't really proceed as higher density. It's more lower density in that area. So, continuing on, I will keep developing in this neighborhood in the future. One day they'll mesh together, and hopefully by then I'll have the USA pack, and then we can start doing some skyscrapers in the area and or train stations if we get that train stations. I know the Japan pack probably have train stations. And thank you all for hanging out with me, and enjoy the cinematics at the end of the video. Have a good day.